We're getting closer to the end of our Tahoe build, and the big thing is the transmission. Now that there isn't any inputs from the engine, the transmission is completely confused as to what to do, so you need a standalone transmission controller. I like these BAUMANN controllers. If you go under ussshift.com, you can find this controller. And they're very user-friendly. It's just a printer cord, same one from your printer to your computer. The cord plugs right in, and you're able to go on the website, download the program that's able to fine-tune this. It will work straight out of the package as long as they put the right program in. And if you go under File and you go to under Open, you can see the different transmissions that it's under. If they put the wrong transmission in, it won't work properly. So the 80s the valve is completely opposite as the 60s. So if you put it in under the 80, it'll start off in 4th gear. You don't want that. So it's still a good idea to plug it into your laptop and make sure that it's done right. So we want the 4L60 low RPM diesel, which is what it's in our Tahoe, and it gives you a starting graph to go with. You're gonna wanna take it on the road just as a preliminary program. Don't start messing with it yet until you put 20, 30 kilometers on it, and then you feel, okay, I want to shift a little smoother between first and second. I want my line pressures a little bit not to react as quick, so you can change that through the program, and you're gonna have to go through the program and open that up and discover that for yourself. We're gonna plug this into our Tahoe. We need to hook up a speed sensor to the tailstock. It needs to know what speed it's actually going, and you have to plug into your throttle pedal so it knows where your foot is, and it's very easy to program that, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so we've got our transmission controller all wired up. The instructions come with it, very straightforward. 2 wires on your output speed, which is on your tailstock, and then 3 wires that hook up to your throttle assembly. So we need to have black for ground. Just double check it. You need to have your 5 volts, your ground, and your wiper to figure out where your pedal is. This tuner tells you everything that you need to know, but it's a pain to look at. So it'll tell you your speed, your throttle position sensor, how warm your transmission is, your battery voltage, and what we're looking for is tune. So just hit tune and go enter. Closed throttle position, that's the computer needs to know where your pedal is all the way up. The next one is full throttle position, so you want to put your pedal all the way down and just hit enter. You can tell it when to shift between 1 and 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and then that goes as a number value. So if it's shifting too soon, all you have to do is turn it to wherever you feel comfortable, and that's all specific to each vehicle. So to save it, you just hit enter again, 3 to 4. So it'll know LTU is for your light throttle upshift. So if you're not heavy into your foot, it'll go nice and slow. If you've got a load on it, that's your high throttle full shift. So when you're really stepping into it, you want a quick shift so that you don't damage your clutches as you're going. Your torque TCC is your torque control lockup, so you can tell it when you want to lock up your torque converter, and that's done as a speed. So I did it at 60 miles an hour. And then when you're done, save and exit. And again, you want to play with this. You're going to have to go down the road. Okay, 1 to 2 is shifting too soon. I'm going to delay that. 3 to 4 is too early. Same thing, I'm going to delay that. Whereas 3 to 4 is too late, so I want to speed that up. So that's all done here. Once you get these settings, then you can go back into your laptop and say your fine tunes. I can't get that just right. You can change your graph, and it's very easy to get at. So I chose the Tahoe because I'm 6'2" and my wife is 5'2", and we need a vehicle that we can both drive and still has a full frame to accommodate the Cummins. This Tahoe comes with adjustable pedals. The pedal has a little piston that allows the pedal to change forward and back. I went to the wreckers and grabbed a cable off of an 01, 02. I think they switched in 03. So you want an early 2000s truck with the cable. It has a nice linkage on it. You can weld that linkage to the top of the assembly, and it allows you to pull that cable that runs the injection pump while still being able to actuate the throttle, or the throttle and the brake height adjustments. Very nice setup to accommodate the injection pump off a cable while still having the throttle position sensor that runs our shift controller. A good investment for a conversion is a triple gauge post. Tells you your EGTs, your exhaust temperatures, your tranny temperature, and your boost. Now the boost is important because it allows you to see where your engine is running at optimal. We're going to start playing with the fuel on the injection pump, and we're going to experiment with some turbos to get the right amount of boost and fuel economy, and this is a good starting point to see where that's at. Too much power, too much fuel going in, you're going to get too hot, and it'll tell you exactly not only when your coolant is high, but also when your exhaust gases are high. The important one, I think, is the transmission, because the Tahoe didn't come standard with a transmission temperature gauge. We want to keep an eye on those, just because the transmission is going to be running at a lower RPM, and you don't want to do any damage by it turning too slow, not being able to circulate the fluid enough, and burning out a transmission. That's probably going to be the #1 problem with this conversion, is not frying that tranny. So we want to keep a good close eye on that. I'm going to keep that high and make sure I tell my wife that keep an eye on this one, that you don't go too high. Not that I expect her to be driving it too crazy, but looks nice there. These are from High Glow, I think. They're the only ones I could find with a tan pillar for Silverado, and the post is exactly the same. So we're going to hook those gauges up, then we're going to take it for a road test and start playing to see what turbo works best, and where our best economy is with a comfortable power and fuel savings medium. So yeah, here we go. And of course, it's important to have the proper badging on there when you pull into a gas station, and it sounds so weird. It's nice for people to know that it's definitely a Cummins and you didn't just throw 6 rods at the same time. I wanted a budget build on this Tahoe, and we're staying on budget. I bought it for $1,600, but the hood was damaged, and he hit a tree with the bumper. So I want to be different. So I actually took the front end off of a 3/4 ton Silverado and put that on there. Just wondering what you guys think. I really like the look. It's different. I'm still gonna paint the plastic molding underneath matte black, and I'm debating on whether to paint the flares. And I'm wondering what you guys think. Matte black flares with black right up above the step bars there, and whether you think this hood works or not. Now I also have tow mirrors, and I'm wondering what you guys think about putting the tow mirrors on there. I think it's going to be a bit too much, honestly, and I can get a good deal on these tires and rims, so wondering what you guys think about that. Now, I don't like the blackout rims. I'm still a little bit of chrome guy, and I think with the chrome front bumper and the chrome rims with the matte black step bars and plastics, it'll look pretty sharp. I'm just debating whether to do the fender flares or not. Just put your opinions on the page, and we'll go from there, I guess. So follow a variety of projects that include conversions and repairs to anything from Ferraris to chainsaws. And check out the Deboss, my newest invention that's coming to market. And remember, if you're not filthy, you're not rich.